Hello, this is Daniel Harrison from Automotive Logistics Mexico 2020. I'm here with Kevin Reed from Royal Power Solutions, and they are a leading provider of electronic components to the automotive industry. So first of all, Kevin, I'd like to ask you, what brought you to Mexico? I know you've got a brand new plant here in Mexico. What initiated that?
It was the customer. The customer was asking us for years to come to Mexico, to be nearer to their plants, continue that just-in-time mindset, reducing inventory levels, turns, etc. And we're very customer-centric. We want to listen to that, and ultimately that's what drove the diligence and then got us here. We opened our facility in 2018, or we broke ground, and we've been shipping product to our customers for about a year now.
And I saw in your presentation you mentioned how you undertook due diligence to start your plant here. How long and difficult and costly was that process?
Yeah, digging into kind of the tactics takes about 6 months. Doing the preparation, we knew that we'd have to execute on certain elements, and then we would get into the more strategic moves after we started to launch. But considerations of local labor, where our customers, the heat maps for our customers that are current and future, local energy rates, all these variables came into play in the decision for us.
And you also mentioned how you started with 0 suppliers around you within your base in Mexico. What sort of challenges were there around that?
Yeah, so for us, it was really having confidence in the future and knowing that relationship that we had between Mexico and the U.S. and understanding that over the long term, regardless of what some of the short-term concerns were, that we would want to be here. So there's no solution to providing mills to produce coil. However, we can work on localizing other subcomponents, outside processing, packaging, the complementary sources, and that's what we're in the thick of right now.
Okay, so you're VP of supply chain. So what are the main challenges that you are finding within supply chains and logistics?
Yeah, so one is just being the size company we are, having the scale to be able to leverage. We don't have the same kind of volume and scale that a large tier ones or some of our customers do. So finding solutions that, independent of the traditional market testing, quoting, and working, but trying to find more consolidated, maybe consortium-like efforts, whether that's with peer suppliers or customers, are some of the avenues that we're pursuing now to overcome those challenges.
Okay, and you're a major tier supplier to, I believe, tier 1s, tier 2s, and tier 3s. So what are the challenges you're finding around? We've done recent reports that show that margins are being squeezed quite a lot amongst tier suppliers. Are you also experiencing that?
Absolutely. Cost pressures are constant, whether it's something you build into a long-term agreement or just the cost of continuing to retain business. We're fortunate in that we have a lot of patented products, but that doesn't preclude us from having to meet those cost challenges to support our customers. So we have a very continuous improvement-minded culture in our company. So we work very, very hard to find creative ways to take cost out to really offset those costs that many companies are trying to pass through. So sometimes success is offsetting those increases as much as it is being able to provide year-over-year cost-out solutions.
Okay, so more broadly on the USMCA or TMEC as it's known here, what are your views on how that might impact your business?
Well, honestly, I don't see a whole lot of downside. Anytime that you can create better trade, and we're very centric to North America. Not a lot of our product or raw materials come from overseas, but being able to have that commerce is going to allow us to continue to grow and leverage not just within our own product, but with our suppliers, and trying to bring those partnerships into Mexico. So we're still learning about all the details and how this evolves, but are really pleased that we're moving forward now.
Okay, and the last question, where do you see the major opportunities in terms of regions or technologies or particular segment?
Yeah, the exciting thing about Royal and our product is certainly on the automotive core that we pursue, and because of our size, you have to choose core products and core segments to pursue, automotive being our largest segment. But the nice thing about the product and the recent innovations that we have is it translates across all industries. Anything that requires power, and knowing that we have product that's going to require less resistance, it's less material. All these are benefits that can be used in automotive, but thinking server farms, industrial products, So the opportunities are far greater, we feel, than we have the resources to pursue right now. And so it's a very exciting time for our company.
That's great. Thank you very much, Kevin.